Good morning. Hello, everybody, and welcome this beautiful day outside and beautiful facility too. So welcome to this ribbon cutting ceremony. We appreciate everybody coming. Pleased and excited to have community leaders here, transit colleagues, friends here to help CATA celebrate the opening of our new facility and deployment of our compressed natural gas vehicles. One is right behind us. This facility is the result of many years of hard work and dedication from our staff, elected officials, and PennDOT Bureau of Public Transportation. Prior to today, CATA's drivers would have to report to 4 separate locations in the Meadville area and park outside, exposed to the weather. This posed many challenges and inefficiencies for us. Having full control of our Meadville-based maintenance and the ability to properly wash and store our fleet is transforming the operations. The deployment of compressed natural gas vehicles is creating a stable, cost-effective source of fuel for our largest vehicles. This project has many people to thank and many partners to recognize, and I'd like to recognize just a few right now. Crawford County Commissioners for funding assistance, PennDOT Bureau of Public Transportation, Vernon Township Volunteer Fire Department, Vernon Township Supervisors. In addition, I would like to recognize our construction partners. They did a great job. Design Engineers, HDR Incorporated, Construction Manager, Gannett Fleming Incorporated, General Contractor, Perry Construction Group Incorporated, Electrical Contractor, AM&P Electric, HVAC Contractor, Scobell Company, Plumbing Contractor, Rennick Brothers Mechanic Contractors, CNG Construction, Trillium CNG. And most of all, I'd like to thank my team of fellow board members. I see some of them around: Steve Capolino, Jill Withy, Mark Weindorf, Kay Koyak, and some former board members. I'd like to recognize Andy Walker, former board chair and board member, and Jim Becker is here as well. So we appreciate their service in the past to get us to this point as well. I'd also like to thank Tim Geibel and his CATA administrative team, as well as all the CATA employees who drive, dispatch, maintain the buses, facilities, and the equipment. So thanks again, and now I want to recognize some honored guests. Pennsylvania Senator Michelle Brooks, thank you. State Representative Park Wentling. Vernon Township Supervisors Don Maloney and Rob Horvat. Representative Arlie James, thank you. City of Meadville, we have Mayor Leroy Stearns, Council Member John Battaglia, and City Manager Andy Walker. I already recognized the board members and our PennDOT Bureau of Public Transportation guests, Robert Sharp and Nick Baldwin. So I think I'd like to give a little round of applause to everybody. And here's Tim Geibel, our General Manager.
Okay, thank you, Larry. In June of 2011, we held the ribbon cutting for our LEED certified administration facility in downtown Meadville, and that project really transformed CATA. I said at that event, I hope to have everybody back next year for the groundbreaking of our new maintenance facility. Well, that didn't happen in 2012. It actually happened in January of 2017, but here we are. Anyone involved in construction projects knows that there's a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of setbacks, a lot of challenges, but hopefully you get a solid end result, and we certainly have that here. We are in the process of branding ourselves as Lifeline Transit. Every trip matters. And the ability to provide transit throughout Crawford and Venango counties is important. And what we do every day matters. And having this facility to control our maintenance, to control our fuel costs is very important. When I arrived at CATA in 2006, we had 12 employees, 16 vehicles, and we did about 240,000 passenger trips a year. We operated out of a second floor office suite in downtown Meadville, and if you were a CATA bus driver, you had to take your break sitting on the curb at the downtown mall, or in some cases, sleeping in the back of your bus. Today, with this facility, we are a state-of-the-art, national award-winning rural transit service with 80 men and women dedicated to public service. And we provide over 1,000 passenger trips every single day between Crawford and Venango counties. In the past 2 years, we've forged a relationship with Venango County to welcome them into our family as Venango County Transit. That relationship has saved over $130,000 administrative dollars in the first year. This year, we're about to adopt a budget, and we're estimating another $150,000 of administrative savings. So we are doing everything we can to control our cost and provide the best service for our communities. We have forged very strong partnerships throughout Crawford and Venango counties, and we have a very strong relationship with the PennDOT Bureau of Public Transit, and I want to personally thank Bob and Nick for their efforts in this project. We certainly have our challenges, but Pennsylvania funds public transit very well, and we're very fortunate to be able to do what we do. With compressed natural gas, with lottery funds to provide free transportation for senior citizens, with funds from Act 89 to support mass transit. What you see here today is the result of over 8 years of planning, and this is for our community, this is for our riders, this is for our employees. You know, this facility is our home, and it will be our home for the next 30 years. So I'll end by saying the same thing I said in 2011. Maybe next year we can all meet again, but this time down in Oil City for the ribbon cutting of the multimodal facility down in Oil City. Again, thanks to the strong partnerships with the Venango County Commissioners, with PennDOT, we are continuing to build a strong infrastructure here that will solidify our services for the next 30 years. So I want to personally thank my staff. We have a very small staff, but we have a great staff. I want to thank Kristen Arendash, our planning manager, Laura King, our human resource manager, Bill Jones, our operations manager, Tim Brooks, our maintenance manager. That's pretty much it. And Ann C. is our bookkeeper. That's pretty much the entire team of CATA, non-drivers, non-operations, non-maintenance. And we're providing over 1,000 trips a day and helping to serve many, many, many residents in our communities. So again, thank you all very much for coming, and I'd like to give an opportunity to Senator Michelle Brooks to say a few words.
I would just like to take this opportunity to thank everyone at CATA for helping to provide these valuable services. You know, we have a lot of ground to cover, and we don't have the mass transit that so many areas have. And so this transportation is so vital, and these services are so important to the residents of this area and this region. Whether it's a senior citizen getting back and forth to doctor's visits, or whether they're going to the senior center, or whether they're going to a loved one to visit a loved one, or whether it's someone going to the grocery store, picking up prescriptions, or someone traveling to work. Those are all important, vital services, and I just want to thank everyone here at CATA for just really taking a team approach. This came about with a public-private partnership, and to deliver these services in the most effective and efficient way. That's what's so important, because that means we have more resources to invest in these important programs. I'd also like to thank PennDOT for their investment. As all of you can imagine, there's a never-ending list of projects, that transportation projects that need investment, but they selected this project understanding the importance to the residents of this area. And I know Krista Gears here from the Area Agency on Aging, and she also joins me in understanding just how vital this transportation is to our senior citizens and our loved ones. So thank you all for being here today to celebrate this great accomplishment, and thank you again to CATA.
Thank you, Senator. Now I'd like to welcome Nick Baldwin from the Bureau of Public Transportation for a few remarks.
Good morning, everyone. As Tim said, my name is Nicholas Baldwin. I'm a project manager with the Bureau of Public Transit at PennDOT. I have the pleasure of working with CATA on an almost daily basis. Kristen has my phone number memorized, as I have hers. So with any major project like this, a special thank you is dedicated to the investment provided by Act 89. So passed back in 2013, Act 89 is critical to bringing up Pennsylvania's public transportation industry into a state of good repair. Also of significance is the P3 law, which allows for a creative and efficient CNG fueling solution at this site. So along with the programming provided by Act 89, I'd also like to call your attention to the staff of CATA. So from the board members to executive staff to office staff, hostlers, drivers, and others, every single day they work dedicatedly to provide over 1.2 million, and I repeat, million passenger trips in the last 4 fiscal years. So congratulations to CATA on achieving this endeavor, and I hope you enjoy this facility, and I'm sure it will save you a boatload of money, and it's wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you, Nick. And now we're going to have representatives from Gannett Fleming to discuss the P3 project and our CNG initiative. Scott Zevart.
Thanks, Tim. How you doing? Very good.
Yeah, thank you, Tim. Scott Zavard. I'm serve as the program manager for the compressed natural gas P3, serving as the program manager for PennDOT. And so as a result, we're charged with overseeing the implementation of compressed natural gas at 29 different project sites. We have finished 12, so you're one of the 12 that are now open, and we've done that in just over 1 year. We had our first ribbon cutting almost exactly a year ago to the day in Johnstown, and so we've done a great job in the last year getting 12 open, and we've pumped over 720,000 gas gallon equivalents. And when you look at using the natural resource and comparing to diesel price, we're saving somewhere in the order of 75 cents to $1 per gas gallon equivalent for transit agencies. So you see the impact that begins to happen not only for Crawford here, where they've pumped about 9,000 gas gallon equivalents since we achieved CNG readiness. So you start to see that starts to bring to the bottom line an impact. And also, as was mentioned, it brings a stable gas price, because the gas price for compressed natural gas remains fairly stable, as opposed to diesel prices, and as we see in gas prices for our cars, has been going up over the last few weeks. And so that starts to impact not only our wallets, but it would impact the transit agency wallet. And so that's where having compressed natural gas as the solution can help them with their budgeting and their planning going forward. So again, I'd like to thank PennDOT and Act 89 and the former Deputy Secretary Toby Falver for having the vision to put the compressed natural gas project in place to really help Pennsylvania. It's nice that we were able to tie it to this facility project and bring compressed natural gas at the same time, so that all the construction was done at one time and you wouldn't have dirt and everything else around. So to go with your brand new facility, we have that nice brand new compressed natural gas station for you. So congratulations, Tim, and congratulations to all of the board members and folks here in Crawford County.
And just to provide some final remarks before we do our ribbon cutting, Again, we work very hard here to maintain a low cost, and we operate our fixed route division at the lowest operating cost of any rural system in the state of Pennsylvania. To give you an idea of what this facility is doing for us right now, prior to today, as I said, we had buses parked in 4 different locations. So if you're a CATA bus driver, you had to report to 4 various locations in the city of Meadville in a dirt parking lot, washing buses with a pressure hose, trying to get them clean when it's 10 degrees out in the middle of winter. It posed significant challenges. And now that we have this facility, we can actually control our maintenance. Prior to today, we were contracting out all of our Meadville maintenance, and now the only contract that we have is with our friends at Erie Metro, and we have a couple of our representatives here from Erie. They are assisting us with some of our major maintenance, and it's been a very, very good partnership, and I thank you, Zach, for that partnership. But on average, we would spend $250 to do 1 preventative maintenance for a small vehicle through our contractors. Today, our team is doing that through a cost allocation of about $110. So you figure we're doing 25 to 30 PMs every single month, and we're saving at least $110 on every single preventative maintenance that we're doing. So not only are we doing preventative maintenance better, we're doing it faster, and our drivers are able to have issues resolved with their vehicles in a much more timely manner. When they're here in the morning, when the bus pulls out, if there's a headlight out, we can get a mechanic and get replaced. Before, they would have to park the bus, hopefully find another bus, wait for the maintenance provider to come in, and then hopefully get a vehicle to take out on the road. So significant amount of savings that we're seeing. And I just want to stress how much work it was for my staff to be able to continue to schedule trips. We schedule over 400 trips every day. We put out over 20 vehicles every day. We did all of that as we moved into this facility. We never missed a phone call. We never missed a trip. And to be able to transition from 4 separate locations, plus a regional dispatch center in Cochranton that is now right behind you, to do all of that without skipping a beat is a tremendous amount of work. And I want to thank my staff for all their efforts. So with that said, now that the weather's really nice, what we're going to do, we're going to walk outside to do the ceremonial ribbon cutting. I'm going to ask the board members and elected officials if you can kind of stand right outside the bay doors. Everybody else, if you want to walk out towards the fueling island, we'll do the ribbon cutting here in about 2 minutes. And then after the ribbon cutting, we're going to have some tours. I'll ask representatives from HDR and Gannett Fleming to be in here by the CNG bus. Anybody that wants to go on a tour of the facility, we'll provide you tours. Thank you. Well, it feels great. You know, Pennsylvania continues to support public transportation throughout the entire Commonwealth, and we've been very fortunate enough here in Crawford and Venango counties to receive discretionary funding to build what you see behind here is a beautiful facility. What we're able to do here is save so much money by consolidating our operations, our scheduling, our dispatching, and having the compressed natural gas fueling being one of the 12 sites in the state that are already up and running. It's a great day for us, and we're really looking forward to the services we can provide now that we have our own facilities.
Excellent. And Senator, this has to be a great feeling. This is in your district.
It is, and you know, there was a significant investment, but it was a public-private partnership. And this actually provides transportation and resources and access to programs that our residents need, whether it's a senior citizen getting to a doctor's appointment, going to pick up a prescription, getting their groceries, whether it's someone getting to their job. This transportation provides a very important need and access, and it's very important to provide it in the most efficient and effective way.
Well, thank you so much for your time this morning. Congratulations, especially to you, Tim, for a job well done here. I know it's not all your effort, but you're the face.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. Outstanding agency here.
We have a great team here, and we couldn't do it without our team. A great construction team, great support from our elected officials. So it's a great day for us, and we're looking forward to many good things in the future.
Again, many thanks.
Oh, absolutely. And again, today is about just working together and teamwork and everyone pulling together. So thank you.
You bet.
Thank
you, Tim, for your time.
Yep.